May we draw together the threads of peace and weave them into our weary world. Thank you, Whittaker, for that hymn. That was number 126, Come Thou Fount of Every Blessing, an old familiar song for a familiar subject, one we need to hear this morning. We're grateful to have Chandrika D here. Reverend Phea is an author and an excellent speaker, and we're anxious to hear her later in the program. So, welcome to the Unitarian Universalist Fellowship of Columbus. I'm Connie Ussery, your volunteer service leader. We're a brave, curious, and compassionate community of people willing to stand on the side of love, justice, and peace. We're a people of many beliefs and many backgrounds. We need not think alike to love alike. We give away the plate today to House of Heroes, and I understand we have someone here, perhaps? Yes, would you like to say a word or two about that?
Good morning. My name is Laura. My last name is Warren, and I am Director of Development at House of Heroes. I'm friends with several of your great part of this community that you have here, and was told about the plate this morning and asked if I might come and just say a few words. First of all, how appreciated it is that you, without being asked, are so thoughtful in giving on a regular basis to a whole wide range of needy organizations. We are a nonprofit, but the mission of House of Heroes is to help veterans and public service people, their spouses and or widows in the local area. So all of the money we raise here stays here locally. There is a national office for House of Heroes, which is also housed where I work. But I just wanted to come today and tell you thank you so much. I know we probably have some veterans in our congregation here. I'm an Army wife, daughter, sister, granddaughter, great-granddaughter, and all of those things. So as the Army brat, I thank you for all of that and the families, but most importantly, wanted to be here today to say thank you to the congregation and letting me say a few words. If you have any questions, I have some brochures I put out on the table back there with some of my business cards, and I'm easy to find. And thank you so much. I look forward to hearing the Reverend speak.
Thank you so much for saying that. We have quite a few people who have worked at House of Heroes. My husband's one of them. I think John is one, Ron Hart. And it's such rewarding work. And they come back raving about what a wonderful experience it is to be involved, not just donating, but be involved in that effort. And how, the people there just are overwhelmed with the transformation these people can do for them. So it's a good service, and it's one to keep in mind all the time, not just when we're donating. You can mail offerings to UUFC at Post Office Box 698, Fortson, Georgia, or you can use PayPal by just clicking the Send Money tab and put as your recipient our email address, uufcga@gmail.com. So as you join us in supporting our fellowship, Whittaker will play another piece by William Grant Still, Wailing Dawn. Chandrika Phea, Reverend Chandrika Phea, lives in Columbus now. She earned her bachelor's degree in biblical studies from Beacon University and completed a 2-year teaching and mission assignment in China that she says revolutionized her life. She's an outdoor enthusiast. She does everything. She's a triathlete, a wellness coach, and she's authored a book, Lord, I Don't Want to Die a Christian. Please welcome Reverend Chandrika Phea.
Good morning. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Good. I like y'all. I like people to talk back to me. Let me tell you a little bit about myself as it relates to these kinds of gatherings. I am a black woman. I wear that proudly as I have been approached in this congregation about being identified as black. But I identify with the culture. And I was raised in a very lively, Pentecostal, congregational kind of experience. So, you know, where I come from, they hoop, is what they call hoop, when they might be quoting the scripture, Lord, I just want to thank you. You know, and the people say, yes, sir! So I come from you know, that lively movement kind of experience, and this is a blessing to be here, to be in a place of diversity of thoughts and diversity of believing. However, I am still who I am, so I may ask y'all to say something to me. I may ask y'all a question, and I would love for y'all to answer back if that's okay. Okay. And I want to say hi to Miss Joni if she's watching. How you doing, Miss Joni? Thank you for having me. Miss Joyce, this is amazing. I never saw myself being here. And I'm just so grateful. To contribute to the theme for this month, I want to tag team with Miss Joni as she talked about last week, the dialogue of peace. And I want to tag team with her because there can be no dialogue without the use of words, right? And so, hey! Who said that? Thank you. I think he's been waiting on the opportunity to have somebody to talk back to. So there can be no dialogue where there aren't the use of words. And so for peace sake, I want to talk about words, the power that we are, and how the use of words and our power contribute to our experience of peace. And I'm going to start with just a few definitions. I have in recent months, particularly since I just finished writing a book and had it published, I've started not taking for granted that I know the meaning of words. So in preparation for this, I thought I need to stop taking for granted that I know the meaning of the word word. So let's talk about the meaning of the word word. The definition is a unit of language consisting of one or more spoken sounds or their written representation. The functions function as a principal carrier of meaning. Words function as the principal carrier of meaning. There are obviously a lot of carriers of meaning, but for us, for humanity, words are the principal carrier. Now, the principal carrier of meaning. What is the word meaning? What does that mean? It is what is intended to be or actually is expressed or indicated. Words offer significance or signification. Now, at rest, literally, as you sit, our bodies create 100 watts of power just at rest. Imagine movement. The power created by the human body primarily comes from muscles, and the muscles using a unit of language that functions as a principal carrier of meaning. Words are our tongues, our lips, jaws, and esophagus. So the muscles in use as we use words that carry the principles or that are the main principles or main carriers of meaning, what is using that, or what is the power behind that, is our tongue, our lips, jaws, and esophagus. Okay, so when those are in movement, that's creating power, because power is in the muscles that we use in our body. So when that's in movement, like I'm doing now, it's power. So there's power behind our words that carry the principle, or that is the principal carrier of meaning. Does that make sense? Okay. Thank you for talking back. So I want to say, I don't believe it is meaning that gives word power. Often we say our words have power. In recent years, I have come to disagree. I believe that we give words power. So whatever words I'm using, I give them power. But the words perhaps on a page don't have power. Paper doesn't have power. If it is, y'all let me know, because I hadn't studied that. If there's any power in paper, let me know. But the last time I checked, there was no power in ink. Okay, so the power that words have is coming from us using them. Okay, so it's very important that we be cognizant of the power we are as we use words. While considering this month's series, let's use the word calm for an example of words, the power we give them when spoken, and how they contribute to our experience of life and of peace. Calm down, calm down. I'm going to offer a definition. Literally. Calm. It is defined as freedom from, or to be exempt. Y'all, this is so powerful for me. To be exempt from disturbance. I'm going to say that again. Calm is defined as freedom from, or to be exempt from disturbance. Can I say it one more time? I can't hear y'all. Y'all talking to me? Okay. Calm is defined as freedom from, or to be exempt from disturbance. We actually have that choice. We can choose to be exempt from disturbance. Down. Yeah, I told you I was going to literally define. Calm down. Down. It is defined as toward or in lower place or position at a level of intensity. At a lower level of intensity. Calm down. That's what it means. It means to come, and I want to say, calm down means to lower your level of freedom from disturbance. So if you use the words together, it is to lower your level of freedom from disturbance. It seems to me we are using the wrong word. So what is the opposite of the word down? Up is toward or more elevated position. It means to increase. So if we want to use our words correctly, and there is power behind the words we use, should we be encouraging people to calm down or calm what? Shut up. I was like, I've been saying this wrong all along. Have you ever tried saying to somebody, calm down, and it just gets worse? Yes. Okay, that's probably why. Because, and not just because of the words used, but because of the power behind it. There is power. We reside and exist as power. Literally, energy. So whatever words we use, and we have agreed to the meaning given to them, then that is what we will experience. Word up. Calm up. literally, when I discovered this, my issue for me, one of my annoyances is bad driving. And when I tell you Columbus is good for driving bad, when it is sprinkling outside. I mean, it's sprinkling and we got backups and car accidents. And I'm just like, what is happening? And okay. It, and I have to tell myself, and really I would react a lot. And I hated my reaction. I hated that I reacted that way until I realized I don't need to calm down. I need to calm up. And so in those moments, I tell myself to calm up and I actually respond to it. And it's a much more peaceful experience because I changed my words. Okay, so imagine offering, and we've talked about this already, in moments of a kind of disturbance, offering with the power you give the unit of language that functions as a principal carrier of meaning, calm up. I mean, I'm just waiting for the opportunity to use it. Let's try increasing our freedom from disturbance rather than downcreasing. And literally just by changing your words. And this is just one example. So it's important for us to be aware of the words we're using, the meanings behind them, but again, starting with being aware of yourself as power, literal power. The use of your muscles increase that power. And then the muscles behind the words we use are tongues, lips, jaws, and esophagus. It's probably the most used muscles we ever had. I cannot imagine we are using any muscle more than our mouths and our sound and esophagus. Y'all tell me now if there's a muscle we using more. A few of them, let me know, but I doubt it. Let's be and call ourselves exempt from being an interrupter or interferer of peace by accepting that we, humanity, exist as power and the words spoken from that power impact the experience of life. And I'm getting, where I come from, we say, and I'm getting ready to close here. I'm almost finished. I learned this recently. A monito del monte is diminutive, yes, marsupial, native of the southwestern South America. These animals eat lots of fleshy fruit, dropping the seeds onto the ground, which in turn contributes to the growth of like trees. I thought about this particular gathering when I learned about this opportunity to come and share, because I'm still learning. I'm still growing and developing. I'm just now figuring out I need to calm up in order to reach or experience calm or peace. But my assumption is that many of you may have already reached this place of peace, this place of calm. But for peace sake, be like the monito del monte, dropping seeds of peace and calm for generations to come. Being aware of the power you are and your words spoken from that power, and how the use of our mode of communication can impact the worlds we are and the world around us. For peace sake, drop those seeds for generations to come. And that's all I have.